Know you love me, girl, so that I love you. Know you love me, boy, so that I love you. 3년이나 이 곁에 있어줘서 참 고마워. Know you love me, girl, so that
Come on, Anni, you said that the guy is handsome and rich, then why are you not looking happy? You already met him, right? Claire put the glass of her orange juice on the table and looked at you. I said he's handsome and rich, but did I say I want him? You frowned. What does that mean? She sighed. He's just not my type, and I don't think I would be able to spend my life with him. But then why did you agree for the marriage? They even fixed everything. Do you think they would stop if I say no? It's either this way or they will emotionally convince me. I know I can't do anything. You felt so bad for your sister. She always tried to please her parents, giving up on all her happiness, and that's why in the whole relationship all your relatives praise her for being the ideal daughter. Whereas you are completely opposite. Unni, there's still some time. You can deny if you want. No need to sacrifice yourself in this. She lowered her head. It's not that easy, Ryan. You won't understand. You're right. I won't because I don't believe in sacrificing my happiness for others when I don't want. We can do one thing. She looked up at you. What? Let's tell everything to that guy. It won't feel burdensome to you if he denies this marriage. What do you say? And what if he doesn't? You could already see disappointment and hopelessness in her eyes. He's coming here, right? Let me handle this situation. Ryan, no. Just trust me. I'm not going to let you sacrifice more, especially when it's something related to lifetime. There was a text notification on Claire's phone. He's here. You were ready to meet the guy your sister is getting married to. Everything was so quick, and you came back from US a few days ago, so you will be the last one to see him. You were excited to see him, eyes fixed on the way he's going to show up, but the moment your eyes landed on him, you could feel your heartbeat getting uneven. You didn't realize he came near the table. His expressions weren't that surprising like yours, as if you already know he's going to meet you. Claire looked at you when she felt like you've been out of the world. She tapped on your arm. Ryan, he's John Jungkook. After hearing a lot about you, today I finally got the chance to meet you, Miss Ryan. Claire was a little confused after seeing your behavior suddenly changed by Jungkook's presence. She's the youngest daughter of Choi family and loved by everyone. I can see. He took the seat beside Claire. What happened to you, Ryan? Are you not going to say anything? Jungkook's eyes were fixed on you while he was smirking as you were trying to avoid eye contact with him. Seems like she's not comfortable with me. No way, Ryan easily get along with everyone, right Ryan? You forced a smile. Really? He said, smiling at you. Suddenly I'm not feeling good. Only you enjoy your date, I'm leaving. Claire looked at you confused. What happened to you suddenly? We came here for you. Didn't you want to meet Jungkook? You looked at him. I remember some work. I'm sorry. Please enjoy both of you. You grabbed your purse and left, leaving Claire dumbfounded while Jungkook smiled because he knew you don't want to stay because of him. You would have never thought he would turn out to be the guy you left for some lame reasons. Claire looked at him as she now felt awkward when you left like this. I'm sorry. Jungkook smiled. It's okay, her nature is a lot similar and I'm used to it. Huh? He shook his head. Nothing. You threw your purse on the couch and dropped yourself on the bed. What the hell is happening? How come out of all the men in this world, it's him? You ran your fingers through your hair. I can't let this happen to Undi now, especially after knowing that Jerk is going to become his husband. It would be so unfair with her. The moment you saw Jungkook, you felt like your heart sinking. After being into 3 years of relationship, a time came when you broke all the ties from him and moved back to Korea. You guys were deeply in love and Jungkook adored you like a diamond. He was the most loyal and flirtiest guy who only has his eyes on you. He did so much to make you his and you were happy with him until one day for a stupid reason you broke up. You realized that it was actually your mistake and for some stupid misunderstanding you broke up with him. Today when you again met, you could still see the same spark in his eyes. The same love, and it would be a lie if you say you didn't feel guilty. You couldn't able to sit in his presence and that's why you left. Thank God your sister said she doesn't have interest in him, or else it would be so hard for you to see the love of your life marrying your own sister. You thought he cheated on you when your friend showed you how he was with a girl in the club so close to her. The moment he took her in a room, your heart broke into pieces. You never thought he would do such thing. But in reality, it was just a plan to separate both of you by some jealous girls of your college who can't see Jungkook and you together. They planned all this and filled your ears to the extent that you couldn't able to think on your own and believe them blindly. Jungkook tried to explain you that he just took her in the room because she was vulnerable and was not in her senses. He just helped her because her friends pleaded to him. I was not ready, but I know you are not that easy to get rid of. I'm sure you must be planning something, and I'm ready to apologize. You said looking at his picture on your phone. Your eyes frowned when you saw the number displayed on the screen of your phone. You usually don't answer unknown numbers, but this time you did. You waited for the caller to answer. So this time also I have to answer first. Your heart skipped a beat when you heard his voice. You looked at the screen of your phone and again put it against your ear. How did you get my number? You heard a chuckle from the other side. When I can find you here all the way from US to Korea, do you think it's hard to get your number? What do you want? Your heart dropped for a second while he laughed a little. I still make your heart skip a beat, right? By the way, why are you avoiding me? Why didn't you tell your sister that we were in a relationship? Why would I? Why not? Can you see me getting married to your sister? You didn't say anything. You also know it won't be fair with any of you. Meet me at this cafe. I won't. I know you will. I'm waiting. He ended the call. I told you I won't. Keep on waiting. Your eyes filled up. You came back home and parked your car before going inside when Claire stopped you. Wyan turned back to her as she stopped near you. Unni, I thought you were out for your wedding ring purchase. Her look was confusing you. You could feel nervous. What's happening? You said you helped me in telling mom and dad that I'm not interested in this marriage. Then why did you back up? You lowered your eyes. I'm sorry. Sorry won't fix anything. I'm going to tell them tonight that I'm not going to marry that guy who is supposed to be with my sister. You looked at her surprised. Why didn't you tell me this before? The guy you broke up with and was sad for leaving was Jungkook, right? I'm sorry, Unni. Wondering who told me all this? You looked at her. Jungkook did. How can you broke up with such a loving guy? He still loves you and want to. I can't believe you broke up with him for such a lame excuse.
아무 말도 하지 말아요.
I'll tell mom and dad, and if there's marriage going to happen, it would be you and Jungkook. He already told his parents everything and they will discuss. Now it's your turn. She held your hand.
찾고 있나요?
Don't hold back. He still loves you the same, and you're still keeping him wait as if it was his mistake. You lowered your head. Nothing has changed yet, and make everything like before when you still have time. Not everyone gets such a loyal life partners. It's not about him. I'm ashamed of facing him. I did wrong. She patted your back. He already forgave you. Now go. He's still waiting for you. Can't believe you made him wait for a whole day. You looked her surprised. How did you know? She smiled. Don't forget you're still my younger sister. Now go.
하지 말아요. So far away. 아무 말도 하지
Jungkook smiled when he saw you coming. It was clearly visible how nervous you were. He got up and pulled the chair for you.
힘들게 하나요?
I thought I have to wait for the whole night, but thanks for coming earlier than my expectations. You were not making eye contact with him.
잡아줘요. 놓지 마요.
Don't act like we are meeting for the first time after getting into relationship. I would love to see my cheerful Ryan. You looked at him. How can you act like nothing happened after all that? Don't you hate me? Do you hate me? You can't believe he's still so casual after all that. I told you that I will love you till my last breath. There's no point of hating you because Jungkook never stepped back from his promise. I'm sorry for all that. I know I reacted too much, but you didn't able to continue, so he completed. But you never able to forget me, right? I know, sweetheart. After all, I'm not that easy to be forgotten. I regret it after breaking up with you, but I didn't even able to brought myself to face you again. That's why I left US. Sometimes you really make me worried, sweetheart, but I still love you like always. Why did you agree to marry Unni then? Oh, I didn't know that she's your sister, and you know my dad was forcing, but then your sister told me about you. I don't know why she didn't tell you, but she already know about everything. You looked him surprised. What? She knew about us? He chuckled and nodded. The very first day when she introduced you to me, you couldn't believe it was their plan. You both planned that? More like she does. She was excited to see how you react after seeing me. I swear this is the easiest patch up a couple could ever had in the history. Yes, because that breakup was so stupid and we both love each other. I'm sorry, Jungkook. I was stupid. He laughed. I know, and that's why I never consider the breakup real. I just know I have to fix my girlfriend's mind. You laughed. Let's get married. I already told my parents everything, and I'm sure Claire also tell your parents everything by now. You smiled and nodded. Forgive me again. I love you so much, Jungkook. I know you do. That's why I'm here. The whole surrounding echoed with the clapping and sounds of cheering. Claire wiped her tears of happiness as she never thought this day would come so early when she would see her younger sister getting married. She was so happy as well as your parents. After Claire told them everything, first they were surprised but later they accepted. It was more surprising for them that you are ready for the marriage. It's like their dream of seeing you getting married, which was hard to imagine, finally got true. Do you, Jarvine, take John Jungkook as your lawfully wedded husband? You smiled brightly and nodded, making the guests laugh, seeing your excitement. The groom may kiss the bride now. Jungkook looked at you and smiled. What are you waiting for? He whispered, making him chuckle. He came closer to you and kissed your hand before placing his lips against yours. Everyone again clapped. I love you, he said in between the kiss and then lifted you up. I love you so much, Fayan. You couldn't stop laughing. This was probably the best wedding anyone can ever attended. Claire chuckled and shook her head. You both are probably the most unserious wedding couple she has ever seen, but also the most loving. I love you more than that. He carefully put you down as you guys turned towards the guests and bowed at them. They were smiling. She may never get agreed for the marriage if we asked her to. And now see, your dad laughed. Don't forget she's our youngest daughter. We raised her like this. But because of you, she also became stubborn. She said, joining her parents, I'm sorry, my daughter. Now we will never force you for the marriage. You are free to choose whom you want to marry. She smiled as three of them hugged. Thanks, Dad. I love both of you. We too. They looked at you and Jungkook, who were greeting the guests. Jungkook was helping you to fix your dress. They chuckled. I bet Jungkook is the perfect guy for this girl. You are right, he truly loves her.
Let me take you back to a time when love was as precious as diamonds. Where if you search, you would find it. I know that times have changed, but I don't.